Hi, my name is Esty Zanetti, and for my third sports med project, I had strength and conditioning. I decided to explore the world of blood flow restriction training and specifically how it can be used to increase hypertrophy in bodybuilders. So, firstly, it's important to understand how you use blood flow restriction and also why you would want to. So, basically, you get these cuffs that are accompanied with an app usually, and these cuffs inflate sort of like a blood pressure cuff would if you're in like a doctor's office. And they basically just wrap around the limb that you put them on and they apply pressure to it. The app calculates the right amount of pressure so that it blocks blood flow within the veins, but it still allows blood flow through the arteries. This tricks the brain into thinking that you're doing a high intensity workout, and that causes your body to accumulate lactic acid and carbon dioxide, which are again usually associated with heavy lifting. In addition to the lactic acid and carbon dioxide, your brain also increases the production of muscle growth hormones like HGH, IGF-1, and VEGF, which are just hormones that your body puts out when you're working out to help promote muscle growth. So I did my project with Dylan Lucas, who is a bodybuilder, and my expectations for this project were to just increase hypertrophy while simultaneously decreasing the amount of weight he was using in order to achieve the same results. Even though I know it's really silly to compare Dylan to this 5-time Mr. Olympia winner, in case anybody's not familiar with bodybuilding, I just thought this would be a good example to help show that we're just looking for high muscle definition and like your veins to be pretty visible and stuff like that. Um, I'm not expecting Dylan to look like this. This guy's not natural, so sorry, Dylan, for comparing you to this. But just in case anybody's not aware, that's kind of like what you're looking for. So because the blood flow restriction cuffs are a lot like blood pressure cuffs, you can only really put them on your arms or some of the bigger ones on your legs. You can't put them anywhere on your abdominal area or anywhere like in the middle of your body because you don't want to cut off blood flow there. That would cause you to use like an AED or something. But here's the program that I made for him because he wanted to use his arms. And the program that I made, and when you're using any blood flow restriction, you want to do high reps and low weight. So I did bicep curls, tricep extensions, skull crushers, and bench press. All of them were 3 sets of 20, and Dylan did 30 seconds to a minute between each exercise. You want to do low weight because once you put the blood pressure cuffs on, you will get exerted really easily compared to how you normally would. And the high repetitions is just so that you build up that endurance still. So here's just a couple of videos of Dylan doing tricep extensions and bench press. He's using really light weight, a lot lighter than he normally would. Again, these are just like the baselines. This is the same amount of weight we use when we put the blood pressure cuffs on. So it's supposed to be pretty easy at this point in time. And again, there's some bicep curls and skull crushers. Really lightweight. He's doing it really easy, just to get an idea of before versus after. So here is his baseline pump of his triceps before using the bands. He recently did a bodybuilding show a couple months ago, so he is still pretty lean from that. But his tricep, you can definitely see it. It's pretty defined. I just wanted to see if I could have any improvement with that. And yeah. And here are his biceps. Again, pretty defined, like impressive. Good job, Dylan. But we just wanted to see how we could elevate it to the next level instead of just doing the same training all the time and see if we could find a little loophole so that it would be easier for him to get gains. So here's him doing bicep curls and tricep extensions with the cuffs. This is the same weight as we did before, and if you notice on his face or just in his overall form, it was a lot harder for him to do because, again, like his blood is getting cut off. It's similar to like a tourniquet. But yeah. And here's his bench and the skull crushers. The skull crushers still look pretty easy for him. Maybe he's just that strong. But yeah, just again the same weight, but with the blood pressure cuffs or the blood flow restriction cuffs. My bad. And here's the results. This is his bicep pump after. I personally feel like his biceps are a lot more defined. They look a lot bigger. In addition to that, I feel like his veins are a lot more visible. Like which is normal when you're working hard. Like your veins are going to be visible, but I just feel like he did increase his hypertrophy with this. And then here's his triceps. Again, like he was already defined before, but I feel like, I don't know, like I can just see like the shape of that muscle like so much better. It's not just like a bump in his arm. Like you can see the whole shape. And again, his veins in his forearms are a lot more visible. So I do feel like we did get better there. And then originally I had him do some shoulder exercises, but then I realized after the fact that the bands go just above the biceps, so the blood flow restriction isn't doing anything for the shoulders, and those were just not reliable results. But here's just some of the pump pictures we took from that, because you can get a good look at his biceps and triceps at the same time. And then here's just the side-by-side before and after. Before, his biceps were looking great. After, they were looking better. It's just a way to elevate you to that next step. And I do feel like this was a successful project. However, I do think that this would not be very practical for him to do on his own time, because the blood flow restriction cuffs are really expensive. When I was doing my research, I found out they were like $600 to $700, and so they're just really not that easy for the normal person to like get their hands on. So unless he like was doing it with a trainer who had them or something, I don't think he would really be able to do this outside of this project. But if anybody was looking to like do blood flow restriction training, this could be very healthy for you in the long run, because that heavy weight that people do when they're working out all the time just puts a lot of pressure on your muscles, your ligaments, and your tendons. But with the help of the blood flow restriction bands, you can do really light weight and still get the same results. So it does a lot less wear and tear on your body over the years. But yeah, thank you.